to the Dark Moon podcast. Today we're going to talk about the dark moon in Aries with a partial eclipse. So, I am your host, Kate Sylvanus, and this was an especially potent one as it comes with a partial solar eclipse. We're going to explore its energies, its lessons, and how we can work with it, always bringing in what is happening on the outside happens on the inside, as within, so without. So we're going to include today the wisdom of the Druidic tree of the month and a crystal ally to guide us through, because it has been a particularly, let's put it this way, intense intense moment. And the dark moon is always a time of intensity and introspection. That's why my podcast is called The Dark Moon. And it's just a moment to sort of take a deep breath and pause before the new cycle begins. It's when the moon is hidden, making it an ideal time for shadow work, releasing old patterns and setting deep internal intentions. Because unless we can move forward, unless we can change, everything bad happens in stagnation. As long as we're moving forward just a little bit, things will be getting better. May not be getting like where you want to be, but it's just a bit moving forward. And here we are with dark moon in Aries. So it's like we have to move into the fire sign ruled by Mars. Now it's accompanied by a partial solar eclipse, and eclipses are the wild cards. They shift energy suddenly, closing one door while flinging open another one. Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, demands action, courage, and the willingness to take the first step, even when we're uncertain of the destination. This is what I mean by move forwards. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Whatever you've got going on right now, just do it. Push forward. You're gonna move forward, whatever, whether it's the right one or the bad one. I don't know. Choices, at my old age, choices are choices, and you wonder whether you'd have reached the same destination, whatever you went, whichever direction you went. And this is a time to take the first step. Just do it, right? So it's the impulsive fire energy of meeting the void of the dark moon, and that's the stillness of the dark moon, with movement of fiery impulse, right? So we've got equals and opposites here. So you've got the yin of stillness and the yang of movement right now. And it's usually sort of a good 3 to 4 days before and after. So you may feel restless, like you should be doing something, and you're unsure what that something is. It's the eclipse energy at work, urging us to trust the unknown. So I've tried to sort of piece together, just give 3 lessons, if you like. And this is also, I direct them at myself and hope that they will relate to someone else. So releasing old fears around self-identity and leadership. Aries teaches us self-reliance, but it also carries the shadow of self-doubt. What stories about myself do I need to rewrite? And this is where you have been in leadership roles. I've been in leadership roles and made a decision that perhaps hasn't been ideal. And I've gone over it and over and over it again. And would I make the same decisions again? Yeah, probably. But sometimes I'm not in the hell yeah sort of thing. I'm in the I suppose I would. And it's what stories? How do I rewrite this and make it a little bit more, reframing it? And that's what I've been looking at. So self-identity, absolutely. We look at our identity and see how much it's changed. As long as it keeps changing, you're growing, then there should be no problems. I mean, there are problems, obviously. You move into a place where you're not actually fond of it. But since you moved into it, you will move out of it. So there's something come my way, and I'm going to embrace bold new beginnings. Even if I don't know the full path yet, the eclipse signals a reset, especially related to personal goals, confidence, and independence. I wanted to get this podcast going, no matter what, even if I'm just talking to myself, right? I've got a website, and again, I'm tired of just faffing around waiting for someone else to do it. I'm like, right, let's do it. And I've got an opportunity now to help boost my business and build business things. Now I'm scared, absolutely, but I don't know what the full path looks like, but All I know is that I'm moving forward, and that's what is encouraged by this partial eclipse. Confidence and independence. I really want to be independent, and for that, my confidence needs to be boosted. That's fair enough. I need to boost my confidence. So I'm going to watch all of this, and I have for about a week, and I've watched and listened before acting, because Aries is impulse to charge forward, but with the moon hidden and the eclipse obscuring, clarity, wait. So I've waited a week before I did this podcast, and perhaps I should have done it earlier and warned you, but wait and watch. So you just give it a few days, 24 hours, depends how fast you move, basically. You wait for the energy, and it will build, it will fall, it will build, it will fall, but let the energy settle before making big moves, because Aries is an impulsive thing. The dark moon is a hold, and two together, you can work with it as long as they're not attacking each other. So yeah, don't put your foot on the brake and the accelerator at the same time. So basically, put yourself on the brake, let the full moon happen. 3 days of the full moon, the dark moon happen. 3 days of the dark moon. Wait, watch, let the energy settle. Right, time to take your foot off the brake, make a move. In the Druidic tree calendar, the period is aligned with Alder, a tree deeply connected with both fire and water. While Aries energy may want to rush in, the tree thrives in wet boggy lands, and it has a wood that burns bright and hot, symbolizing the balance between emotion and action. So alder was used in the Celtic traditions for building bridges, literally and metaphorically. It's a reminder that while Aries energy might want to rush in, sometimes we must first build the bridge before crossing it. This is a time to strengthen your inner foundations before leaping into the next adventure. So this comes into it. The impulse to put your foot on the brake and the accelerator at the same time. Hey, let's bridge the two. Let's make everything solid. Strengthen your inner foundations with the alder. Alder also has the associations with protection and divination. So if you work with plant magic, you can carry a piece of alder magic. It makes a great protective charm, and it's very good to navigate the eclipse's shifting energy, to what the wild card of the eclipse. Okay, one of the reasons I wanted to add some more elements is because the crystal ally for this time, I recommend bloodstone, because bloodstone is a deep green with flecks of red, and it resonates with both Aries courage and the hidden wisdom of the dark moon. So I used to love working with crystals, and these are amazing beings, and they hold a frequency. And this one particular is a warrior, right? It fights. It strengthens resilience, enhances intuition, and helps ground the impulsiveness of the impulsive energy. So if you're feeling scattered or overwhelmed by the eclipse's intensity, bloodstone is what I hold to help find clarity and strength. So I've got some in my hand right now, and it's just a little chip. You can go into sort of any crystal shops will hold, they're not that expensive. You just have I don't know, it's like a little tiny chip of the entire thing, and each chip is resonated with each other, and it's just a bit to be grounded. I get scatty, you could probably hear me. I'm impulsive and I'm all over the place, and this helps bring me together, and most of all for clarity and strength, because I dilute mine sometimes when I'm not focused. So I hold mine during meditation, and today and for last week or so I have been trying to work with the boldness, go for it, without the recklessness. Put it on your pillow, carry it to stay grounded during moments of frustration or impatience. Now I get a lot of that. Come on, world, what you doing? Catch up with me. Okay, so these are the final thoughts I wrote. So this dark moon and partial eclipse is a powerful moment, a chance to release self-doubt and reconnect with your personal power and prepare for bold new beginnings. But remember, just because the fires of Aries burns hot doesn't mean you need to act immediately. It's a time for deep listening, honoring both the darkness and the light before stepping forward. I have to remember that. So, if you take a deep breath, stand at the threshold, see what the partial eclipse did for you, feel the wildness of that, feel the impulsiveness of Aries and the fiery impulses, and feel the whole stillness of no emotional tides of the dark moon. And when the time is right, you step into it. So this is stepping into your becoming, stepping into who you really are, all your authenticity, realness, solidness, no masks. Okay, thank you for joining me on this journey through the dark moon. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share, leave a review. You can find me at weavesofwaves.life. I am selling counseling and coaching sessions there, and I'm about to go bigger and better, but because the website's still in design. But you can find more insights. I also do readings and all kinds of things. So until next time, may the moonlight guide your path. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.